Today we will be testing the Premier RSI Oscillator.
But before we do, if you have not watched the first video on the channel and all the videos after that, you need to go do that now. Here at the Academy of Forex, we are building the best trading system possible as a team. There is also a link down below to sign up for TradingView. You can save a little bit of money if you use the link below to sign up for your account. You can also find a link below to join us on Discord. Lastly, if you would like a list of all the indicators we have tested along with their win rates, but you aren't interested in watching all the videos on the channel, you can sign up for our $9 Patreon, and you will receive the complete list of indicators. We also would like to introduce our Patreon exclusive Discord channel. As a $9 Patreon, you will be invited to join an exclusive Discord channel where we will give you a list of winning indicators and links for the MT platform, give you winning strategies, post trade ideas, give advanced advice, and much more. So click the link below to join our Patreon.
Alright, as I said, today we will be testing the Premier RSI Oscillator. Before we do though, I wanted to put the testing scoreboard up for everyone to see. So to date, we have tested a total of 51 different strategies, with 13 of them being profitable. We've also tested a total of 672 indicators, with 271 of them being winners. The best ones so far were able to achieve a 100% win rate. Now you need to go back and watch those videos to understand the context of how they were able to achieve that. So go back and watch those videos and see what you can get out of those winning indicators. And keep in mind that we test most of these strategies and indicators on the Forex market, but they can be applied to just about any market universally. Alright, so today's indicator is the Premier RSI Oscillator, and you can see it here on the bottom of the screen. And so as the name implies, it is basically an RSI, and it is slightly modified in its own ways. If you're interested in knowing exactly how, feel free to go to the indicators page and take a look. I'm not sure if it gives exactly how it's different, but you can look at the code and such and kind of dissect it for yourself. And so as an oscillator, what we're looking for is the overbought and oversold areas. And so anything above the upper gray line here, let's see if maybe we can't. Do that, just make it stand out just a tad bit more. There we go. So anything above the upper band here, the top, this a black one, but what we'll do is we'll make that, there we go. So it kind of gives us a little bit easier. Anything above the red upper band here, we are then looking for a short opportunity. Anything below the lower green band here, we are then looking for a long opportunity. And so what we're going to do is normally what we would look for is the RSI to go above or below and then cross back down below or back above that line, that overbought or oversold line. In this particular case, what we're going to do is we're going to wait just a tad bit longer, and we're going to wait for it to actually cross these dotted areas here. So let me see if we can't, there we go. There, so you see these crosses here. What we're going to do is we're going to wait until it crosses that cross. And a lot of times it's probably going to be a zero line cross at the same time. but that's not specifically what we're looking for. We're looking for it to cross. So for example, if we get a break above the red line here, we're then waiting for the oscillating line to then cross back down and below the cross right here, the gray cross, the upper gray cross. That will be a signal to go short. When the oscillating line drops down below this green line here, we're then waiting for it to come back into the middle area and cross up above the gray crosses here, the lower gray crosses. That will be a signal to go long. So, all right, now that I've rambled on forever, let's go ahead and get on with the testing and see what we can get. Right, so the first signal that I pick up is a long signal. We get that drop down into the oversold area. We then get the oscillating line, the RSI line, that then crosses up above the X's here, the gray X's. And that happens right here on this candle. Get a little bit of a push to the downside right here. It isn't enough to stop us out though before we get a roll in price action and a push to the upside, which does come up and hit our take profit. Let's go ahead and continue on. All right, so the second signal that we pick up is a short signal. We get that push to the upside, that cross up into the overbought area here. We then get our oscillating line, the RSI line, slowly kind of wiggles its way across to kind of sideways there. And before it then pushes down, crosses down below those gray X's there. Unfortunately, we get a push to the upside, a kind of slow push to the upside there, which does come up and stop us out before we're able to get to take profit. So what I'm going to do here is go ahead, fast forward through the rest of the testing. That way things don't get too long, and we'll pick this up when we are at the end of the year. Alright, so that's going to put us at the end right there. Before we take a look at what this was able to achieve, now would be a good time to say that if you are interested in excelling your trading knowledge, I highly recommend that you join our Patreon only channel on our Discord server. You can find a link to our Patreon down below, as well as a link to our Discord. Once you sign up as a patron, it'll give you access to the Patreon only channel, where we post some really great advanced information about trading strategies, trading indicators, and trading philosophy in general. And as I mentioned in the beginning of the video, you'll get access to the full list of indicators that we have tested. That comes in an Excel version and a PDF version, and you will get that full list of indicators showing exactly which indicators were winners, which ones were losers, as well as their win rates. And you'll get access to an Excel sheet of all the strategies that we have tested that shows exactly which strategies were winners, which ones were losers, as well as their win rates, and links to go back and review those individual strategies. And so there is a lot of benefits to becoming a patron of the channel, and it doesn't cost hardly anything at all. I highly recommend it. All right, so let's go ahead and take a look at our indicator here. Get everything in focus. There we go. Let's go ahead and count it out and see what we have. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. So we have 10 trades all together. And we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. 7 winning trades. And so that will meet the 60% criteria that we are looking for. All in all, pretty solid. 10 trades within 1 year's time. It's not too bad. Definitely could have a few more, but like I said, still not too bad. And it did so pretty accurately. The RSI, we've tested a few different RSIs before, and honestly, they tend to work rather well, not too bad. And so I know there are those school of thoughts out there, the schools of thought who are not too fond of the RSI, but our testing has shown, at least at this point, that it seems to be relatively consistent and decent at giving some signals. And so this one will go on the yes list, and we will move on to the next indicator from here.